Welcome back to Factorio, Seablock and TSM, episode number 184, where today we are looking again at our gold city block and a number of little things. I had a bit of a look at. Space Assembly had actually stopped owing to Blue Science stopping, and the reason was actually that the processing of chlorine up here in the belt base had stopped due to this getting full of sodium hydroxide. So I've changed this into a larger container so that was able to continue. But it brings the and there's also another one down here which affects the ferric chloride production, since we're producing ferric chloride down here, and actually it's completely full as well, so that is a problem. So what I think I need to do is reconsider how we might go about getting the sodium. This, for example, is a way to get to the sodium hydroxide. We already have a ton of sodium hydroxide that we need to get rid of. I know I don't have a sodium hydroxide train, well, at least I'm pretty sure that that is the case. There, we don't have one. Given we don't have a sodium hydroxide train, I think I should make one. Now, the options are I could, and I think this is probably what I'll do, if I add in another do I want a completely separate line coming in? Perhaps I do. It would be safer if I had a separate line rather than try to control that we're loading on and off and so on. Yeah, I think I'll do that. But in any event, I need to get down here. So we'll do that. Do I have rail? I do have rail. It's not particularly far, so I can probably just hoof it. Right, here it is. So we have this little patch of water that we're not actually using. I think I will remove some of it. And otherwise, what I'd like to do, I think, is something like that. Copy that and copy this sort of stuff as well. This is going to be totally different though. This is going to be sodium hydroxide greater than 16,000. Whoops, not 160,000. And you are going to move so that you're in power with the same number of inserters. These are all around the wrong way, so actually I may as well just rip them all out. And these, of course, are totally wrong as well. That's the basic setup. So now I think what I want to do is get the sodium hydroxide to head up there, which will basically mean we need to reverse all of this, because this goes absolutely nowhere now. Reverse or move from here. There you go. Redirect from here so that it all comes back up, or just change all the direction. I don't know. It's all a bit of a mess. Perhaps we can do it this way. No. I think I'll head... Just generally going up in the right direction. Not quite far enough, actually. Might just use a red there so that we can get through all of that. And we'll go over a little bit and then go up there. That's probably as good as it will get. I doubt we actually need 2 blues to unload it, but we'll do that anyway. We can pick up this stuff that shouldn't be there. Out of the warehouse in due course. So yeah, that's something of a mess. It's not what I want to keep doing, so let's stop that. And do something like so. So yeah, in due course this whole thing will empty out. We don't really need to go down there. It should be emptying from the ferric chloride as well. That might take a little while to get done, but so be it. We're only up to, what, 186? Yeah. Generally, we just need one of these, don't we? Alright then. Oh, look at all this crap that I've picked up. Oh dear. Santaray and raw meat. Well, we could get rid of those fairly handily, just popping them up. Well, up here, I think. We use Santarays, right? Yeah. So you could go in there. And raw meat can go in there. I assume this means that we have plenty of raw meat for now up here. Oh, 4.9k alien meat, right, okay. So yeah, these things are as full as they can get for the moment, so that's good to know. Alright, I think the next step then is... I was going to try and dump all of this stuff, but I guess I've dumped enough for now. Maybe I will get... Maybe I'll get my train to come in. Oh. Is it actually still doing something? Oh, there are a couple of items that we aren't actually making yet. Interesting. Okay. Now, where am I standing exactly? Here. Right. So, I think what I want to do is we'll go back down to the make everything. I need to make a train for the sodium hydroxide, and I'll add these items that are not currently being actually made anywhere. So we need you to come down to here, thanks. The items that aren't currently being made anywhere need to get made somewhere. I suspect I want to just add it on here. Alright, let's have a look at the Make Everything Combinator. So that we can work out exactly what it is. Okay, we're not making steam engines. Apparently we're not making strand casting machines and cooling tower. Let me just check on the strand casting machines. That seems slightly unusual to me. It looks like we are making strand casting machines. I cannot tell from here if that is a strand casting machine or not. Actually, it doesn't look like it. It looks like a normal casting machine. No, those are normal. No, those are something else. Maybe we're not making strand casting machines. Alright, I'll assume we're not. I mean, we ultimately want everything over here anyway. There's no point making anything other than steam engine 1s in terms of steam engines. Strand casting machines and cooling towers. Okay. So, steam engine. No, those are boilers. Steam engine. We will need to make these things because we'll need to support the nuclear industry, but not just at the moment. Steam engine 1. Oh, come on. For the number we want, we certainly don't want those sorts of numbers of materials being built. Set filters. Set filters. There we go. Okay, so steam engines. We don't need a huge number. I think we would be fine with, say, 10 steam engines in the system. Steam engines. Okay, so cooling tower. Is that in here? Yes, it is. Cooling tower. Oh, clay brick. Cooling tower. I don't know if I still have clay brick in there or not. I do have, actually, quite a lot. I must have delivered some because I know I don't have a mechanism for it just yet, but that's okay. Alright, so electronic circuits. I don't know how many I need. 40 will do. Clay brick. Is it in... Where is clay brick? Is it in there? No. Clay... Where are the construction materials? Metallurgy, smelting. Alright, clay brick. I don't know how many I need. Let's just get 50. We do actually need 50. Steel pipe and steel plate. Steel pipe. Steel plate. And cooling towers, I guess 10 of them as well. And now strand casting machines. What's this one? Sintering oven. We haven't needed to make them yet. Strand casting machine 1. I'll accept those numbers. Strand casting machine 2. 3 and 4. We probably want... Oh, we don't want the 1s. We want 2s. Concrete brick. That's right. Lots of brass. But we have brass now. Okay, so this will mean that we need to specify some. Otherwise, we won't be able to make the next product. And for now, the one that we're actually using is this one. So let's get 10. Okay, so red circuit. Red circuit, then it was lots of brass things, wasn't it? Brass pipe, brass gear wheel. Brass gear wheel. Aluminium and concrete. And obviously the level 1 version. So now we should be making those as well, and that should tide us through as long as we actually have the concrete brick and I couldn't just see then. Let's just have a look. Concrete. I don't think we do have concrete actually. I may have to... Well, we need to set it up soon. It's in... Which one was it in? Not there. Not there. Must be one of these. Concrete. Fine. Metallurgy casting. There. Needs stone brick and liquid concrete. liquid concrete. Oh, we need slag. Slag. Cement. Silicon and lime. Yeah, we're not going to be making concrete locally until I do this one. So, if we have not satisfied the condition for the sintering oven, not the sintering oven, the this thing, because of concrete brick, for our current order, I'm just going to have to run and get some, unfortunately. Can you come back to pick me up, thanks. Maybe I can dump some of this stuff somewhere that makes sense at the same time. That's a hell of a roundabout way, isn't it? Never mind. Okay, I know that the concrete is way the top, or way the heck up here. We need to dump stuff first. I could get rid of some of these. It's another way of dumping stuff, isn't it? Because I can always grab another one when I need one. I want those. That one I can just dump, I think. No, before you fill me up with all sorts of stuff, I know you mean well, but I'm actually here for concrete. I mean, another thing I could do is just leave this on for a protracted period and feed these materials into a train. It would be an option. Just to give myself some more options, I guess. Here we go. Good. You may as well take me over here immediately. Space assembly looks about 3/4 done at this point. Not that we've launched a rocket or anything yet, but it's, you know, it's a good start. Yeah, you still have tons of space. Okay, good. Alright, that should fix that up. Now, back to sodium hydroxide. I don't need to pick up trains. In fact, I should probably have a train order here all the time, which I can just activate or deactivate as the need arises. It's easy enough to find it again. Okay, you let's go to refuel first. Maybe next time I should call it a refuel, because then it'll be at the top of the list. Or auto refuel. Should all but guarantee it to be at the top of the list. Or the capital A. Because capital A's come before, capital letters come before small letters. Just the way it is. So this will fill up our soon-to-be sodium hydroxide train. Oh, that's interesting. I wonder why we have an issue there. Alright. I want to take us to the next one in here, basically. Okay. Now, sodium hydroxide. Solid sodium hydroxide. We want the item. Solid sodium hydroxide. Right, the item and the recipe are called the same thing. So, you will be... the empty comes first, right? Actually. Yes. Item equals solid sodium hydroxide and you okay, where's the green empties? There it is. Pretty sure that's the one. Item count and sodium hydroxide supply. I don't think that is it. I think that's it. Circuit condition. Okay, let's set up the priorities for this. Sodium hydroxide. And empty train. And the sodium hydroxide that one. There we go, we have priorities for it. We probably didn't set up enough of the condition here. We'll probably have to come back. Well, we don't quite have P going anyway. I'll go over there just to be sure. So we're supposed to be doing gold. What have we done? We've already done half the episode. We haven't done a thing for gold yet. Oh well. I can see gold after a very productive episode, the one before, where we got nickel and brass and bronze all sorted in a single episode. We're now back to multi-episodes for a single product. Seems about right. Okay, so trains on the way less than P. As it turns out, we probably could have done this all remotely. Alright, and how much have you actually got? It says 10k. Oh. $10, almost 11. Yeah. It'll still be a little while before we get that. That's alright though. So if I head more or less straight back up, that should take us to our gold facility, more or less. Yes, I think. I probably should have put this down a little bit, but never mind. So, gold. We had this sodium requirement. We were trying to get to this product, right? Sodium cyanide. Because that's used by gold pellet in here. In fact, let's get this all set up properly. So no, you're not aluminium at all. You're processed gold. And you're not aluminium pellet. You are gold pellet. And with the sodium cyanide, this makes... Oh, we are making sodium cyanide, are we? Yeah, sodium cyanide. Sodium gold cyanide and sodium hydroxide comes out of this as well. I wonder if there is a actual consumption here or whether it's just a catalyst effectively. The sodium gold cyanide. So this should be making sodium gold cyanide. Alright, sodium gold cyanide. Sodium gold cyanide. Right. Actually, I wonder... No, it's not going to work because they don't line up. Gonna have to do something like that. One can probably go hard along here. The other should probably skip over whatever the next process is. So sodium gold cyanide makes gold cathode in a chemical furnace. 12 is 12, so I guess I probably need 1 to 1. I suspect I want to give them at least one gap, though. Or do I? Maybe I don't. Ah, good. So you are making, I think it's that one, right? Gold cathode. Yep. And there's no, you don't need any gases, so that's, or liquids or anything added, so that's great. Now, you should feed into something to make ingots. 24 gold ingots in a blast furnace. I hope this is going to be enough. Because I'm not sure at this point. Let's have a look. Blast furnaces. Blast furnace 3s. They would be quite good. Lonely dude. Alright, lonely dude. How come none of that stuff has been delivered? It's getting delivered now? Okay. I might let it finish. Then we'll recalculate what's required. We still have a little bit of work to get this done. There we go. There's nothing on you. Alright. Not happy about this. Not quite sure why. Maybe there isn't actually any of that left anyway. Yeah, there isn't. Alright, that's better. So there's nothing special about that. We just end up with belt. I doubt we actually need express belt, but you never know. It's 24 from each machine. I need the ability to make gold plate. Which should be fairly straightforward. Gold powder. Where does that get used? Gold paste. Yeah, we're going to need this somewhere, aren't we? Okay, but that will be a future thing. Basically just standard induction furnaces. 12 to 12. I don't know. 12 to 12, right, so we just need a 3, not a 6 array, because there's nothing fancy This sort of thing here, what are these? Yeah, that's probably about what we want. I don't know how many we need. Let's start off with, say, 2, 4, 6. Something like that. You guys go to sleep. Okay. Let's go. So some of these gold ingots are going to head up. Another blue thing like so. Okay. So you guys need to change your formula as well, because well, this one needs to change. So what we want is that one, molten gold and molten copper. So this one should be molten gold. And otherwise this is fine. So that should be fine for that. Okay. Yep, you're still delivering things. That's good. We need to get oxygen. Oh, we need to get oxygen in here. We need to work out how we do this product again, the sodium gold cyanide. So that one we've ticked off. So the sodium cyanide. We need carbon, we need sodium, but we'll be using sodium hydroxide, which actually gives us these two products, which is nice because we may be able to not actually import them separately. Okay. Need an electrolyzer. I have no idea how many of these electrolyzers I'm going to need. If you're making sodium this way, what is your recipe? It is 2 seconds to make 5. 2 seconds to make 5. 2 seconds. Okay, how much do you need? 2 seconds to make 5 what? 5 sodium and 50 and 50. And you need 40 and 40 in 4 seconds. Which means that we need 2 for each one of these. That chemical furnace speed is 1. This speed is 2. So 1 of these per 1 of these. So I'm going to need 6 of these machines for the 6 of these that I've got. Okay. Can we fit them along here? 1, 2, 3. That's not. We need a gap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, we can fit them along there. Just. Okay. Now, I think what I wanted to do... oh, you're not making this. You're making gold, dum-dum. So you need an energy source as well. Okay, that's fine. Can have that. Okay, so that would get the oxygen in. Really, the easiest thing here to do is just move all of this over 1. And then we can do this sort of thing. Where I may make that come up 3. Yeah, that will be fine. Okay, so what's your... Oh, wait a sec. You've got sodium hydroxide that you're trying to get rid of as well. Two products. Need this over 1 more. And we will have a belt I guess we'll just use a red belt. Actually, maybe going up is the best bet. So then, what sort of volume of material are we talking about? Every 4 seconds you're getting 18, so it's not too super huge an amount. So it's going to be something like this, where both of these need to pick up long. Oh, we need filters. Filter inserter. So they both pick up long. This one drops long. This one is the sodium cyanide. This one is sodium hydroxide. And we need to copy all of that to every one of these. Now, sodium hydroxide needs to come down and along here. So I guess something like that. If we're sticking to the theme of using a red belt for this. Oh, am I out of... I am, damn. So yes, we also have this electrolysis thing going on. The used electrolyzer electrode. Which I guess we're going to want to put at the bottom. What's the story here? The story is we're not actually we've got too much hydrogen here. That's what the story is. This whole thing is now too close to these, so I think I want to move it. Not copy, thanks. You get out of the way. We want to move it up to about there. Because this here is actually pointless. And that means that we could have belt going along there for the electrolyzer, the used electrodes. Oh, did these things get put on me, did they? Yeah, they did. So, we've got electrodes that are coming on and off. We also have sodium hydroxide. And these things are outputting sodium. At least that's the idea. Which ones need the sodium? What? Oh, we need to make the sodium cyanide before. This actually takes an input of sodium cyanide. Okay. So the sodium cyanide, alright, this lot is going to have to move again, probably. So you are making sodium. You need to take in sodium hydroxide, which was going to go in here. I think this pipe, actually, let's... We need another layer there, which would mean we can now justify that, say. So if this is sodium hydroxide, that would be sodium. What's your problem? Oh, okay. So you're making sodium out of sodium hydroxide. Yeah, well, I still kind of like it down here. Time is basically up again, isn't it? So Sodium, okay. Maybe we make the sodium cyanide down here. We move all of this over. So what do you need? You've got those two products. You need sodium cyanide. So what about if I make another gap in here? In fact, I could just run a belt straight down here. No, I couldn't. Not for the way I'm doing this. I do need to move this over. What are you idiots doing? Never mind. Yeah, move this over one again. Just as well we had room. Maybe I should start moving this over as well. At this point, it's starting to look like that would be helpful. Now, cut. All of this needs to go over one. Which means this lot needs to go over one. Again. That one there needs to be there now. Why aren't you doing all this work? And this obviously needs to be moved again. I don't think you're going to have much joy up here, bro. So, you need sodium hydroxide in. Oh, these are going to... Well, one of them's going to... The one actually does it. Yeah, we need to use a filter for the out. I'm going to have you place up there. And your filter would be sodium. Right, it works right up until this point. Okay, you go there. Now instead of going 2 up, you'll pick up from 2 down, and there, that works. So this top row is sodium. It probably, or maybe needs to go. It could just do this. So we could jump over that. Come along here. Start heading up this way. And these things here all need to drop. Far, and we will then do something like this, where you pick up from there. So that's how you get your... No, that's still not what you need. The sodium needs a little bit more work before it turns into the product that we need, so that's not quite right. This is really too far up now. Do I blow it all away and move it down here? I probably should. Just give myself a little bit more space. I'll keep this water because I may well need it. I guess I can always get some blowing charges or something. I will do a blueprint of this. Create blueprint. And we will, unfortunately, do this, which, yeah, it's a little bit unfortunate because we've just thrown away a bunch of resource, but never mind. Oh, what is your problem, dudes? This shouldn't actually... What? Oh, God. That shouldn't have been possible. All right. There we go. How was that? It must have been because of how we placed it. It was basically instantaneous. Yeah. That wouldn't normally happen that way. So those are supposed to be hydrogen. Those are supposed to be nitrogen. We need a green wire from the nitrogen. It'll be worth it in the end. So this doesn't have to be crammed up quite so close anymore. And I think it's worth it to give it a little bit of space. It's always worth it with Factorio to have some space. All right. So, we still need to get the sodium cyanide. Guys, we've gone over time. Not surprising. I think we can fairly easily finish this in the next episode. So that's what we'll do. Thanks for joining me. Look forward to seeing you then. Bye-bye for now.